Let's talk about Charlie Kirk. On September 10th, 2025, Charlie Kirk was shot dead while speaking at a college event at Utah Valley University. The sudden violence sent shockwaves across the country: grief, outrage, accusations, and yes, political posturing. This isn't going to be a simple eulogy. It's going to be honest, because when someone dies in the spotlight, narratives rush in to sanctify or to villainize, and the truth often gets blurred. Let's peel this layer. We'll start with his tragic death. No one should die on a stage answering a question. He has a widow, children, family, and a community who loved him. We honor that grief. Violence like this corrodes public discourse. It's a loss for all of us, regardless of ideology. Second, let's look at his influence and vision. Charlie Kirk was young, ambitious, and charismatic. He built Turning Point USA into a powerhouse of youth conservatives. He positioned himself as a culture war warrior and a champion of free speech on campuses, but he also leaned heavily into Christian nationalist rhetoric, blending faith and political identity, sometimes to the point where disagreement wasn't just political, it was spiritual betrayal. Now I would like to offer some critiques that don't vanish in death. We have rhetorical polarization. Kirk's approach was often us versus them approach, deriding those who disagreed, painting them as enemies, and this fuels division more than it invites dialogue. Next is selective integrity. He preached moral clarity but often ignored nuance. He criticized hypocrisy, but many of his own stances on race, women, and LGBTQ+ issues lean toward dogma over empathy. Then we have the weaponization of faith. Religion and politics in his hands sometimes felt less about belief and more about control. Then we have martyr narratives. Already his supporters are elevating him as a martyr for free speech and Christianity, but martyrdom doesn't erase a lifetime of rhetoric that marginalized or silenced others. And there's danger when a public figure is placed beyond criticism simply because they died. That halts our growth and it halts accountability. What can we learn about his life and death? Let grief be honest. We can mourn without giving up critique. Don't weaponize his death. Let's not turn it into a recruiting event for more anger. Seek truth and nuance, because a cause that can't handle critique is weak. And finally, let's pray for broken hearts, not broken ideologies. Charlie Kirk's death is a wound, but how we respond with grace, humility, and truth will be the test. My sincerest condolences go out to his family and friends. I can only imagine the hurt and pain they must feel at a time like this. So let's do our best to keep stepping forward as Charlie Kirk did so bravely. Let's try to continue on with Charlie's mission as far as empowering youth and promoting free speech, because it's extremely important, even if we don't agree. But let's also be careful to not weaponize our faith and politics, as well as diminish others in the process. Until next time, keep peeling.